Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're discussing the aftermath of the Nintendo Direct and of course highlighting what Nintendo's recent announcement mean for the Animal Crossing franchise. And by discussing the aftermath of the Direct, I don't mean the hype for this absolute gem. Because let's face it, we all need this game in our lives. I mean what the iconic games they did announce from certain platforms could mean for Animal Crossing in the future. Sadly, Animal Crossing wasn't mentioned in the Nintendo Direct, but you know what? It's not unusual for Nintendo to treat Animal Crossing separately and give it its own Direct when there's a big enough announcement to publish. We will probably see this dude again at some point. Of course, I can't see us getting an Animal Crossing Direct anytime soon though. That will no doubt be left for the next mainline game, which will most likely be on Switch 2 whenever that's released. But we are now seeing a pattern with Nintendo, which was reiterated even more in the latest Nintendo Direct, and this is fantastic news for Animal Crossing in general. Now, to put it quite simply, we are now in the era of remakes, now more than ever, to which we are probably seeing more remakes and HD remasters than actual new releases at this point. It's cheaper for studios, fans love it, and it's perfect timing as we approach the end of the Switch's era. For example, we saw a bunch of studios announce HD remasters for retro Nintendo DS and Wii games, such as Another Code. We even saw a Tomb Raider remake, which is pretty awesome, but of course, this isn't limited to third-party studios. As we know from the Nintendo Switch Online releases, Nintendo are also regularly porting classic games. During the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo reminded us of Luigi's Mansion 2 and dropped even more information about the game. This is exciting because it's yet another game that's been ported from a console with dual screens to the Switch, which has one screen, and I'm sure if the sales of Luigi's Mansion 2 are as expected, Nintendo will be considering other Nintendo 3DS titles if they're not already, and you guessed it, Animal Crossing New Leaf is probably at the forefront of their minds. But that's not even the most positive news to come from the Direct. Right at the end of the Nintendo Direct, pretty much out of nowhere, Nintendo announced Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, that originally released on Nintendo GameCube, is being remade for Nintendo Switch. At this point, we have tons of Nintendo GameCube games now on Switch, including Metroid Prime, Super Mario Sunshine, Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2, and not to mention countless third-party releases such as Final Fantasy and Harvest Moon amongst many others. So it's safe to say a Nintendo GameCube app for Nintendo Switch probably won't happen, at least on the Nintendo Switch, but what it does mean, and seeing first-party titles like Paper Mario in the works for release next year, is that there's a good chance Nintendo are probably already working on modernizing other GameCube games such as Animal Crossing GameCube or Animal Crossing Population Growing, depending on what you prefer to call it, and eventually bringing that to Switch too. Given how many GameCube titles both third and first party are now on or coming to Switch, along with the phenomenal success of Animal Crossing over the last 4 years, Nintendo would be crazy not to be considering this. So whether it's Animal Crossing New Leaf from 3DS remastered for Nintendo Switch like Luigi's Mansion 2, or Animal Crossing remade for Nintendo Switch like Paper Mario, it's never been more likely. But of course, this is just us speculating based on current trends and release patterns, but the more we talk about it, and the more active the Animal Crossing community is, the more likely Nintendo won't forget about the franchise. But what do you think? Is 2024 the year of GameCube remasters? Will we see Animal Crossing? I'm personally still wagering a release around the 4th anniversary of New Horizons. I've said that for some time now, but let us know your thoughts in the comments. As always, thank you so much to the patrons and channel members, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.